Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food.
Does that sound like ass clapping? That was impressive.
It is my ass.
That was impressive. Look at you. I'm so fucking hard.
Jake!
Bro.
I was gonna listen to this.
Who said this is so fucking hard?
Yeah.
Oh.
The podcast.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hard.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Customer States Podcast, where we talk about almost everything in the automotive industry.
Meh.
Almost.
Before we start,
Quite a few tangents.
yeah, well, many tangents.
It took us almost an hour to start this.
The tangent-filled hour.
Well, there's
Seriously.
stuff we can't talk about on air.
No.
But you know what we can talk about?
Yes, we can, but somebody won't let us.
No cap.
Eric.
We can talk about these delicious
Yeah.
delicious beverages.
Deliciosos.
Yum, 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 yum.
Bebidas deliciosos. Deliciosas?
This is the best pineapple drink there is so far.
I have the same one. Cheers.
Holy shit, it tastes like real pineapple. Not fake.
That is riquísimo.
Bellissimo.
Muy delicioso.
This one is.
We are drinking beer model spiked water fresh. This one is flour from Jamaica.
I do not believe that is what it says. I'm
Holy
pretty
fucking
sure
shit,
it does
Alan.
not say that.
Is what
That
it
is
says.
literally what it says.
Jamaica.
Isn't it pronounced
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
No, that's
You're
the
Jewish.
Jewish
You should be
version.
able to do that very well.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Come on, Michael.
Jamaica.
Boomba
That was pretty good, actually. I was pretty convinced Barbara Streisand was in the room just now.
No thanks, I don't like Jamaica.
It's not
Who are you?
jicama. It's hibiscus.
I don't like habuski.
Jamaica
I'll try
is
it.
from the hibiscus flower.
Yes.
I understand.
But not jicama.
Yeah, because it kind of looks.
Jicama is different. Who are you, bitch?
My name is Mike Sarah, and I do a lot of things in the automotive industry.
Do you now?
Tastes like a donkey's asshole.
And to my left is somebody that doesn't taste like a donkey's asshole.
I am a bitch. Well,
I want it to be known that I've never tasted a donkey's
He is an
asshole.
ass man, though.
I am definitely. Well, no, I'm more of a D man.
D-man.
To my left is Eric Montenegro.
I was waiting for my soundbite. Oh, I'll take that one. Not the one I expected. Anyway,
A bench.
thank you.
I was getting there.
Both of you. Yes. I'm Eric Montenegro, current technician, business owner, person, thing.
Have a drink.
Yeah, I will have a drink. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Someone make a cheers noise with me.
Diboja.
What?
Diboja.
I don't know what that means.
It means cheers.
In.
Russian.
I actually don't know. I've never been able to find it.
Okay.
I don't know. Please get at me if you know.
Somebody call up Vladimir.
Oh, boy.
No, we don't speak of Vlad.
He's on the Ritz.
Putting on the
Putin on the Ritz.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
To my left is the ostentatious Aleppo.
You said autistic wrong.
Oh my god.
She's got a touch of the tisms.
Touch of the tisms and she's going to rism.
I'm gonna rism with my tism.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's Allie, Paul.
Yeah, it's me, Allie Paul. I am
But
a
you know God
warranty
is a woman, right?
administrate. Calm down, Ariana Grande.
I think that was Alanis Morissette.
Do not come.
No,
Ariana
you're
Grande.
thinking of God
Joan-
being on the bus like one of us.
That was
No, I think it was
Joan-
Dogma.
Oh,
Joan Osborne.
literally, God is Alanis Morissette
Yeah,
in that
Dogma,
movie. I
yeah.
love that movie. I'm a warranty administrator. I also,
It's amazing. We have tangents within the tangents.
We really do.
I also am
Hashtag facts.
doing like accounting stuff now, and I am not out for anybody's job.
I'm out.
You are out, and we're so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, get it, girl.
He's a gold star gay.
I am a gold star gay.
Yeah, never touched a
Nope.
vagina.
A vish.
Not even being born.
A vish.
That's a gold star gay, Michael.
Did you know that?
He knows now.
You know,
Gold star gay.
Yeah,
that's a
it's
thing.
it means you've never touched a vagina.
Meaning that you were born
C-section.
cesarean section because you never ever touched
Just
a
like,
vagina.
just like your hat, cesarean, because you're a pussy.
Let the record state that Michael is wearing a Cubbies hat right now.
He's gonna kill me.
He is. Like, you better watch
eyes
it.
are-
I'm digging a
Daggers.
grave.
You carrying right now? I bet you're
carrying
not.
right now?
I bet you're not.
Whip out the whoop.
Oh,
Bam.
I'm here to
right.
watch this.
Jake, did you introduce yourself yet?
So
Not
he
yet.
did not.
I might not.
Wait, stop, shut up.
One
Tangent.
person
Shut up,
at
shut
a
up.
fucking time.
No, I like talking over people.
I know.
To
And my left.
To my left is the wonderful, amazing, handsome Jacob Reichen.
Big dicked.
Hello.
Oh, yes.
I might not be alive after this podcast, so this is my final send
Yeah,
off.
I'm also going to kill you.
It's okay. I'll give you
Allegedly.
CPR.
Radio edit.
Radio
Yeah.
edit.
Okay.
Ugadoogies. My name is Jake. I'm a assistant service manager, and I also do accounting and cashiering.
Assistant to the service manager.
Yeah, Jake does some accounting, and
do.
you made my life very easy when I did the deposit today, so thank you.
You always got to make sure the fucking numbers match up.
Also, I love when there's no change in the deposit, because it's a pain in the ass with the
You mean like cash?
change.
coins.
Coins. Gotcha.
Coinage.
There is going to be coins in the Mazda deposit.
It's okay, I'm not doing it tomorrow.
88 cents.
It's almost end of month. Please get your stuff done.
anyways,
So
Well,
another
I
week.
only do the deposit on Thursdays so I can, because I'm a filler.
Wait,
so
hold
I'm
on.
only
No, this is a
keeping it.
tangent.
Okay.
I'm the Philly.
generally speaking, I do the filling.
Let's see.
Ah!
We both went there.
Hashtag sell the bell, which you almost can't get anymore. So visit customersafepodcast.com and get yours while it lasts.
I need to laugh.
Eric, can you start us off
I
with?
have a solution for that, Jacob. Since you want to laugh. How hard do you want to laugh?
Very hard. All the hards.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Stop.
I've got.
If you want to make something
I'm trying to
valuable, sorry,
pick what. No, it's fine. I was trying to pick a good. They're all good.
pick the third one.
Hit me with your best shot.
That was the one I was going to go with.
Come on, hit me with your best shot.
No cap. On God.
On God. No cap.
Okay, really quick. When you guys say "on God," it makes me think of like "on guard," like a
Oh,
sword
me
fight.
too. Yeah. Same.
On off.
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
I'm away.
Come shot.
Rib shot.
How did the Asian rabbi extinguish his birthday candles? Hebrew.
Oh my fucking God. Where do you find these?
Oh my.
I would like.
Is it from Deer Blind Jokes?
No.
Okay,
Hebrew. Hebrew. Oh my fucking Lord.
Eric's views do not reflect the views of Customer States podcast.
asterisk.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
You know, before we
That's pretty good.
Before we go on, I have one quick joke for Eric specifically.
We're like 10 minutes in, I
That's
think.
okay.
I better
Minutes
not be
and
the one our
39.
listener sent in.
Oh, I have no idea what that is.
Okay, good. Nobody look because I have it.
Okay, you got it. What part of a turkey has the most feathers?
The tail.
The anus.
The outside.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb. Even for
Are you a father? Is there something you have to tell us?
That's all that matters.
Did I mention to everyone this is our autism awareness episode?
Oh my god.
Is that this month or was that last month?
Well, is it next month technically now?
I don't know.
As the listeners listen to this?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Oil leaks caused by tech? And whose is that?
It's next month. It's the month of April.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. So if it is, so this will be
This
in
will
April.
be
This will be Happy Autism Awareness Month.
Yes.
I have autistic family members, so.
Also, happy almost birthday.
I have
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. No,
What are you
stop.
saying? What?
Nothing. He's gonna redact.
Also, maybe. No, just kidding.
Maybe?
Whose story is that?
Which one?
Oil leaks caused by tech?
And then there's.
That's not me.
Oh, I thought that said Jake.
No, it's
this
Joe.
is such a fun
Do we
podcast.
not know whose that is?
Oil leaks caused by tech.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
we did this
Sorry.
last week, you guys.
No,
No, we
we're
didn't.
okay. So including last week, I think it's been 2 weeks in a row that I've had one lube tech have 2 oil leaks, pulls the vehicle out of the stall, and it just starts puking oil as it's coming out. Can anybody raise their hand and tell me what happened? Jacob.
Didn't tighten the drain plug?
Close.
Didn't tighten the oil
Next.
filter.
Okay, that's what we think happened. The first time he said, oh, the O-ring was cut and I didn't notice it before I put the filter on.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Okay. Then the second time that it happened, which was today in real time, which is literally, I think it happened 3 days ago, which would be Monday from now or whatever, or 4 days ago, whatever, Monday, or last week, like Thursday, Friday, right? He said that this time today that the O-ring fell off on the ground and he didn't notice.
This guy's full of
Same
shit. He needs to be
vehicle?
fired.
Same vehicle, different vehicles.
Ironically, I'm pretty sure that they were the same type of vehicles.
Unacceptable.
Not the same customer vehicle, same type of vehicle.
Yeah, same type of vehicle. Because it's like days of days apart or a
understandable.
week
Days of
apart
our
or
lives.
whatever.
Oh.
Don't over crush your crush washer.
And well, that's an important lesson. But
Don't
then my
overtype.
biggest thing is that so he was pulling it out of his stall to bring it up to the service drive to give it to the customer to take because it was, I think, maybe a waiter.
And the car's got the runs.
Well, yeah,
He didn't road test it before.
didn't road test it before, didn't do any of his final checks, didn't start it and like look underneath it to make sure that nothing's pouring out. And then now he's got to do all this thing like cleaning the undercarriage and pressure washing everything, taking off all the skid
splash
plates and splash shields and stuff like that. And the biggest thing is that because it's towards the end of the day, the service drive is now full of oil and people are walking around, cars are moving in and out, and it's just getting tracked all over the shop. So I told him, I said, because he's like pulling the vehicle in and like trying to tear it all apart so he can do his job correctly this time. And I said, first things first is clean up the oil. He's like, oh yeah, I know. So I go over there and I do something else and come back like nothing's changed. I'm like, I told you, go clean the oil up on the service drive first and throughout the rest of the service department first. He's like, oh yeah. So they throw some like kitty litter on the ground and scoops it up and then he's goes back to working on the vehicle. I'm like,
It's
dude,
still slippery as fuck.
no, like there's still oil there. Like he got rid of like the big puddles because there were giant puddles of it, but all the little strips and things like that were still there. So I'm like, dude, this is like a problem. You need to take care of this right now. I don't have a porter do this for you, and it's your fuck up, and it's the second time that's happened. Go do it now. And it still didn't get done. And I'm just like,
Fired.
I don't know what to do at this point.
I just told you what to do with
Fire
this
him.
one.
I'm not the manager. I'm sorry. I don't make those decisions.
Seems like you do.
I don't.
You have a
Is he new?
You have a voice and an ear to whisper into you, I'm sure.
To bend.
Is he new?
Obviously.
Yeah, he's new. He's new to our dealership. Newer to our dealership.
I mean, like brand new.
Brand new.
Green pea.
But I mean, and to be honest, his efficiency is really good. But when
should
you're
get
not double gasketing filters and missing O-rings, then it's of course you're gonna skipping
You
steps.
should get that checked out.
My green pea.
Your green pea.
Oh.
Had a lot of green eggs and ham. Green beer. It was
St. Patty's Day.
Patty's Day not too long ago.
Yeah.
I made
Woohoo.
corned beef.
It was really good.
Beef.
So you guys,
Yes.
Oh, tough.
I want
you
to talk
guys.
about. Hey, you guys.
What about the tism?
So stop it.
You mean shenanigans?
Yep. It has
The Goonies?
hit us again. One-time use parts is at it again.
Oh no.
It's constantly here.
Oh no.
The bane of your
It
existence.
is the bane of my existence, but Volkswagen has come out with a tool.
Ooh.
It is called the One-Time Use Parts Validation Guide.
That's creative.
Which is probably inaccurate as hell.
So it literally, if you do not put a part on that is on that list, your claim will not go through. It won't even
Stops
like
it.
go through to be reviewed.
Very nice.
Which is nice.
How much?
So, very nice. How much? But it has been revised.
2.
I emailed the parts manager.
Ours.
Yes. No, not another parts manager, our parts manager. And I go and double check a claim before we close it. Just because we all know, at least we're all aware, we're on the same page, that we're going to double check this.
There's going to be some kind of fuck up.
And I noticed quite a few missing
OTEPs.
one-time use parts.
Didn't see that coming at all.
Not enough.
Nothing is fucked here.
Nothing is fucked.
Not enough quantity. Some missing. Some erroneous. I don't even know what the fuck this is part.
Yay.
And it turns out that the service manager has not forwarded the email with the revision.
Alex.
No,
Oh,
parts manager.
you said service
I
manager.
did say that.
Oh, okay, never mind, Alex. You're good.
Alex was helping me today. So it's like we've been given everything to make this go smoothly.
Literally.
Everything. Everyone, Eric, please.
He's too busy on his phone. Let the record state.
Do what you're good at, honey.
Oh, I definitely do.
Fucker.
And that was 45 minutes of my day going here and there,
That's
everywhere.
Sounds like you need better time management.
Oh my God. Kindly
Jesus,
take
Jacob.
yourself and fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
I barely looked,
That is the directions you can
Kindly
fuck
take
off.
your dick and remove it.
Yeah, I'm
literally thought that was like he was transitioning into the next topic, but it wasn't.
no.
That would've been a good
This is
transition, though.
also my topic. So
Allie got a new
I
corner
hear it's a
desk.
hot one. It's
Hot topic.
Hot topic.
That's good.
Get it?
That's pretty.
So
You do real fast. I do love you. I just like fucking with you.
I fucking know.
He just likes fucking you
You know I take a bullet for you.
You would.
in the butthole.
But sometimes I want to take one for myself. End it all.
Jesus Christ.
Well, fucking done.
Sometimes they're dead on.
that was
sorry.
oh
I'm sorry.
dead on.
Stop.
Shit.
Cancel.
On God.
So, okay, fuck. I
Bang.
gotta. They moved the desks. I'm in the corner now. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight.
There it is. Thank you.
Losing my religion.
Losing
I was
my will
hoping
to live.
one of you was.
She got a
going to-
window.
But yeah, Jake, stop it.
Sorry.
I have a window that I can open and jump out of if need be.
If she hears me speak.
She meant lick. she got a window she can lick.
I mean, Eric.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Oh, I don't know what it is either.
These schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Eric assaulted me earlier. I will have the podcast audience
She
know.
got her
Accosted.
panties all in a bunch.
Bum bum.
Yeah, so because of where I'm not technically an
is?
office member. Like, I'm not an office lady. I am a member of the service department, technically. I'm just an office
not
fill-in.
technically.
So, the office manager is not my boss. So, since there's a new office manager, she has decided that she wants the 2 DMV clerks on the other side of the cubicles so she can see them from her office.
I thought you were going to be the new office manager.
Nope.
No, that's not going to happen. I need more time too. That's not something I'd be comfortable in doing.
Is that your decision or
There's a
theirs?
lot of moving parts.
A little bit of both.
I need about 3 minutes.
I mean, it would be my decision when the time comes, but it's still so new that it's not going to happen.
Newborn baby.
Within the next 5 years, it's not going to happen.
Oh God, that's awful. Time to find a new job.
I'm happy right now, though. And
Did you have your meeting?
Oh no. I have a opportunity to make bonuses now, and we'll talk about it later when I know what it is.
Bonuses are the things that like you get like
you hit-
more
When they
extra money.
When they don't really want to pay you, they call it a bonus.
What does that say? Used up
Escape.
a scope?
Escape.
Like a Ford Escape?
Oh, okay. So this is a me topic. I'll make this quick.
What's that like?
Quick.
We're long-winded here sometimes.
Indeed.
So in the used car department, we were dealing with this one gentleman or company that would sell us vehicles, and he liked to sell us a specific type of vehicle, which just happened to be an older Ford Escape.
Does his name start with an A?
No, no.
William.
So this gentleman sold us this Escape, and we were processing it, and we told him that it had all these massive issues, and he said, "Oh no, he'll take care of it." And I told him like, "Well, it needs an engine because the oil pump went bad, and like it's got rod knock, and like the thing is like almost not drivable." So he comes down and talks with me, the GM at the time, the service manager, the sales manager, and
What is he trying to accomplish?
one of the technician. He's trying to tell me that all it needs is an oil pump.
Go fuck yourself.
Which is essentially what I said in kinder
many
words. And my general manager took me aside and said, "You know, you're too emotional right now. Like, you need to tone it down a little bit. Like, I get it, but you got to tone it down. Just like let him do his thing." So I literally like raised my hands and I said, "Whatever." So the dude took the car for like a month and a half and put an oil pump in it and brought it back to us.
With
and
the same fucking rod knock.
So I put my service manager in it and to drive it to clear the monitors for smog so we can get it smogged, make sure like everything was okay. And I kid you not, like he went out to lunch or something like that, and like on the way out to lunch, the thing broke down on him.
Yeah.
And barely made it back to the dealership. And then when he calls me like in the service drive saying, "Hey, this thing's all messed up. Like we just got it back from this dude." And so I come out and it literally blew a hole in the block.
I told you so. That's what you
Yes,
should have
is it
said.
exactly, well, in so many words is what I said. Okay. So we call the guy up and tell him, "Take your POS back because we don't want this thing. You got to fix it." He's telling me the engine's in back order. I said, "That's not my problem." He's like, Do you guys have a core?" I said, "Any cores that we have are fucking junk, and I'm not giving
There's
it to
a
you
reason they
anyway."
were replaced,
Yeah, like
you
I'm not
fucking
fucking giving you
idiot.
an engine that replaced to put in my fucking used car.
It sounds like you shouldn't be doing
So
business with
literally, the car's been in our inventory for 192 days, I think.
What year is this Escape?
It's
just said it wrong.
16, 18 Escape, maybe.
1.5 liter.
The Scubby.
I think it's the 1.5 or the 1.6. I don't remember off the top of my head because I have like 5 of them right now that are all messed up. So anyway,
I've
the
never-
guy,
Can I interject for a second?
please.
Speaking of
That's what this is all about.
Speaking of escapes, how's the tribute?
Engine's almost ready to come out.
Tenacious D.
Noise.
I have the replacement sitting next to it.
Noise.
What is it? This is not a something. This is a tribute.
That sounds familiar to me.
Tenacious D.
My Chemical Romance.
No, wrong.
Fail.
So you get nothing.
Okay.
Are you aware of Tenacious D?
No.
Okay, well, then you don't know.
I know it's
Jack
Jack,
Black,
Black.
Kyle
Yes,
Gass.
I know that, but I don't know his music. Any gays. Moving
Okay.
on. Escape.
So the guy says that he's going to put an engine in it. And he said, you know, like months later, he's like, "Oh, we got the engine. It was on back order. We ordered it from you. We need a sensor. We were waiting for the sensor. Okay, well, it's all fixed. I'm going to drive it now and make sure it's good before I return it to you." Then finally, like weeks and weeks, like probably 3 weeks later, he says, "Oh, my technician that I had working on it had a stroke and he's in the hospital," which, you know, is a horrible thing, right?
Terrible.
But he says, if you can just send a tow truck down to the shop and pick it up because it's, it doesn't really run right now. He thinks he thought it had some sort of vacuum leak and he couldn't find it. But you guys can probably find it in like 10 minutes, something like that. But just send a tow truck down here to come pick up the vehicle.
Fuck off.
Okay.
You have to send the tow truck?
Yeah, and guess how many hours away it is?
4.
3.
3 hours away.
Oh, I win.
Are you kidding me?
North or south?
So I think easterly. I'm not quite sure. I have no idea. I don't want to name the name of the
Sunday.
city. But
Easterly. Stop it.
but so and I have already told my previous general manager. I told my current I'm the shop foreman. Sorry. I told my current service manager. I said, I don't want to talk to this guy anymore. Like, we don't get along. I knew he was a shyster to begin with. I tried to tell you guys. I was very adamant about that. His repair wasn't going to fix it, and you guys told me that I was fucking crazy and I was being too extra or whatever you want to say. Look where we are now. So anyway, I gave it to my general manager, my current general manager, and I said, this is your problem now. You call this guy and you tell him, give us our money back for the car, and you keep that piece of shit, and we're done.
Yeah.
Like, not dealing with that guy anymore.
Over it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have noticed a certain Fjord vehicle on our lot recently.
Oh, the F-150?
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that truck.
It's fixed.
It was just sitting in the Volkswagen service drive.
Oh, wait,
for
is that the
a
one that I
minute.
know about?
Yeah.
It's,
Yes, it
it's
is.
fixed.
Allegedly know about.
Yeah, it's fixed. It just needed something thrown on real quick. That's why I came back.
Isn't that what it came in for in the first place? Just something to throw on real quick?
Oy vey. And that happened
Yeah, certainly did.
at least a week. But not to anyone's. I'm not speaking ill of anyone.
Now we're moving on to
Other
From an
used
Escape
cars.
to a Silverado.
Not mine.
must be Mike's
It's definitely Michael's.
Silverado front end
Front
noise.
end noise. We need a new
Marker.
marker.
That thing.
Used up Silverado.
Okay, this
Hey,
can
please
be
give
a quick
us money so
The
we
last
can
one was
buy new
supposed-
markers.
The last one was supposed to be a quick one.
We're accepting donos.
What is that?
Donations.
Oh, donations.
Donos.
Donuts.
Huge donos.
Do not donate to
Do
us.
not come.
So we had a used up vehicle, Silverado, that came in, and the technician was saying that in the recon that it's got this like crazy grinding noise when you're like turning around on a lot, and he's saying that the tire's rubbing. So he prices out. Yes.
Was the 4-wheel drive engaged?
Where's the key jingle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So like, $900 later or whatever, he tells me, oh, well, it's better, but it still has a problem. And so I get in it and I'm like, dude, this thing feels like it's in 4-wheel drive. And I'm like, I'm not used to this truck. I've never been in one before. I'm trying to look for like the, see if it's 4-wheel drive, look for the 4-wheel drive switch.
So you look
I
at the
finally
knob.
find the switch, and
Right above the headlight
my
switch.
fucking God.
Sure
And
enough.
he's in the car with me. So I'm like, all right, hold on, dude. Check this out. And put it in 2-wheel drive. He's like, oh, it's fixed. I'm like, yeah, it's fixed.
We fixed it. We totally. It was us.
Yeah.
It was us.
Yeah.
Here's a gold star.
Good job.
That scares me because I know all your used car technicians. I have a feeling I know who it is. Not going to say, but
Yeah,
it's probably who I
Lupe.
think it is,
No.
right?
Maybe.
It's definitely who I think it is.
Maybe we can talk off air.
For sure.
We'll discuss them amongst ourselves later.
I'm HIV positive.
God.
I just want you
Oh
to know.
God.
It's okay. It's not a death sentence these days.
It isn't. No, there's medication for that.
Yes. It's my topic.
Hot topic.
What do you mean there's no fucking fix?
Oy vey.
Sounds like it's an advance notice.
Fuck. So anybody want to take a guess on what car?
CX-90!
Oh my God! It's like he fucking
what?
knows.
Wait.
CX-90.
CX-90? Oh.
It's
It's an SUV thing, right?
It is. It's our big one.
the biggest SUV that you have.
It's
Yeah.
our new inline 6 turbo.
We've talked about it multiple times.
Multiple.
on this
And
podcast.
it's new.
I remember the name. I just,
Yes.
It's a new drive this year, right? So it's kind of on
It's
the
in
newer
its
side.
it's in its 1 year woes.
Infancy.
The 1 year woes. Any hoozle.
gotta love
gaze.
those.
There is a common concern bitching topic from customers that the car makes a creaking noise or kind of like I've heard grinding, creaking, popping, whatever. It's coming from the fucking front suspension. And the fix that there is right now for it is to re-lubricate a couple of fucking points of the suspension. And people are very upset with the fact of that there's no repair
I would
official.
be pissed too if I paid $70,000 for an SUV and it was creaking.
Well,
And also, you've had 6 recalls on your car.
Yep, I would be fucking fuming.
have you ever owned a first-year vehicle?
But I would never buy the first year
There it
of
is.
any model.
There it is.
That is probably the most important part that's going to come out of the show.
Yes.
Is do not ever buy a first model year of a vehicle.
If you absolutely have to have the car, make sure you're in
wait.
the make
Just
sure
get
you're
it on a lease.
or make sure you're in the right mental headspace.
To be prepared for spending a lot of
This
time
is
at
a
the
tester
dealership.
vehicle. They're
okay.
going to figure out what's wrong with it and then fix it for the next ones on mine.
Like,
Yes.
For instance, there's a lot of hype about Volkswagen's ID Buzz that's coming out.
I'm
it's
so
like the
fucking-
van.
Is that the bus thing? The van?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. And so I understand a lot of people are going to buy this. They're going to be, hopefully, they're going to be excited about it. And because of that, like, you're going to have buyers. I get it. But you should probably lease that. I'm just saying.
Or just give it a fucking year.
Yeah, but there's Volkswagen owners are a specific type of breed. And if they want it, they'll have it.
Yep.
Yeah, I get it.
And they're going to be very picky about it, and they're going to be on it like fucking stink on a goddamn pile of shit.
Yes. And it's real simple. It's like you're a guinea pig. First year, you're a free tester. You pay the company to test a product for them.
You're paying to be a quality control.
They're like, oh, you and 4,000 other people have complained about this. Maybe we should do something about it. Okay.
And at some point they will.
won't.
But for now,
Slap some lube on that bitch and call
That's
it a
like
day.
real like insider baseball.
well,
if you, you know.
is it gonna last? No. Is the noise gonna come back? Yeah.
Well, until the next service.
next fix.
Yeah, until the next service. Exactly. So just, do your research, people.
Put that in your pipe and
And I think
smoke
that's
it.
fair too. Like just be prepared. Like if you're gonna buy it,
Prepared.
yeah, just know. I think we should just do the last 2.
Why? It can roll into the next.
But we're so close.
We are
to,
so close.
I
Like
think-
we're about to come.
Yeah.
But the
It's
call
quick.
the call to Travis Ferris is not quick.
Okay, then I want to tell it. I want to hear a joke.
I saw Travis Ferris last week.
Lord help us all.
I saw him to.
Walkies?
Good lord.
I deserve that.
Okay, let's see. We've got many options here.
Oh, I love options.
Number 5.
Indeed. Oh, well, God, both of you are on point today. That was the one I was looking at. A vegan and a vegetarian are jumping off a cliff to see who hits the bottom first. Who wins?
Everyone?
Society. Well done, Jacob.
Sorry if you're a vegan or a vegetarian.
Nobody likes you.
Nope.
Just, you know what? If you're going to be a vegan
Sorry,
or a
not sorry.
vegetarian, just don't tell people that you are. And
Don't
they'll
be
like you
so in my
much more.
face vegan about it.
That's the only reason people do that is to
Does seem that
fucking
way.
tell everyone.
It doesn't seem that way. You'll always know.
We'll be right back after these paid commercial break.
You know who's not a vegan?
Or vegetarian. Travis Ferris.
Ray
from-
Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop,
True.
serving all the pastors and
Fuck me.
carnitas,
All the pastors.
etc.
And the guac.
Don't forget
That
that creamy
creamy
guac. I
guac.
think I said queemy again. I can't help it.
Queefy.
No, it's not queefy at all.
Queefy
That's
guac.
what we appreciate about it.
Travis Ferris.
You need to see a doctor if you got queefy guac.
Oh, that is fucking
Gotta
disgusting.
love Travis Ferris.
From Hit Distributing. Thanks for coming in last week. I love you very much.
Nick Lowridge from Echo Tools and Milwaukee.
Norman Glazier, Dale Follett, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys.
Eh,
Oh,
Also, congratulations to Will on the new job.
yes.
yes.
Well, I hope it's going well.
We miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
Stop it.
We'll be back.
Bye.
Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Yeah. Why?
Why did the chicken cross the road? It's good.
That's great. It's gate.
What?
Welcome back to our ASMR podcast.
This part of the episode is all going to be an ASMR.
Wait, watch this. Mercedes.
Wait. Bentley.
Welcome back to Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything, as you just saw, in the automotive industry with a few tangents here and there.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Ford Ranger.
Bentley. You guys have seen those videos, right?
Yes.
Rolls Royce.
Delicious. I'm thirsty.
Yes, that woman needs to be shot.
No, I love that woman because all of the videos that came because of it are fucking hilarious. Like people with their Chrysler Town and Countries where like the shit's falling off the roof or whatever.
The military ones are my
The
favorite.
military ones are good too.
The Hyundai. If I had the money, I would love an H1. I think those are cool cars.
Fuck yeah. I'd have one. I want one of those.
You remember that tactical one we saw the other day? All fucking
Yeah.
like
Technically, they're all tactical.
That's
No,
what's going
but
to be
it was like.
my next statement.
I'm talking. Okay,
Well, I'm pretty sure
super
your neighbors
tactical.
will disown you.
super tactical.
Oh, it was an ST.
Oh boy,
Yeah, it was the ST.
the ST.
Well
D.
done, Mikey. I'm so proud of
Humvee
you.
ST.
D.
I'm very Humvee. Humvee.
You want a Humvee?
Hungry.
Like the wolf.
Hummer.
Well,
Sorry, guys.
I have a
know
yoke.
I can't sing.
Oh, I love
we're
those.
losing the
egg?
listeners.
An egg?
Yes,
Crack it.
I have an egg.
That was good, Jake.
Do you know why?
No.
Yes.
Do you know why Jewish men are circumcised? Michael, would you care to elaborate?
No.
Why did you turn that color, Mike? Why?
Because Jewish women and gay Jewish men won't touch anything that's at least 10% off.
I like it. Also, it's true.
You're welcome.
I love a sale.
You're welcome.
We love a sale.
But you're only Jewish.
But still, it's in my blood.
Speaking about a good sale, I talked to Travis Ferris. Hit him up for all your awesome products. From Justice
great.
So I got to speak with Mr. Ferris. It was very nice. I got a... Bananas. How much?
That's what you asked him.
Yes. How much? I got a random text message from Travis, basically asking my opinion about a neighboring dealership and if I would recommend his good friend to become the service manager there. So I started to text him and I thought,
Sorry, Alex, you got to go.
Neighboring. We don't mean it, Alex. We love you very much.
That was funny. That was funny.
I'll take your fucking job.
Jake! Alex, he doesn't mean it. He winked. I saw it.
So at first I started texting him and I thought I'm like, no.
And then
Actually,
he went, skirt.
actually, skirt. I called him and I'm like, hey man, so what's going on? And he tells me he's like good friend or, a friend of mine was working at an Infinity dealership and she was a service manager there. And apparently the guy who runs the Infinity dealership is a fucking whack job or somebody higher up is a fucking whack job. And
Management, right?
management. Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he goes, she's interested in going to a neighboring Mazda dealership. And he goes,
I told you.
Yes. And what is your opinion on it? And I'm all like,
The dealership?
the dealership. And he goes, what's your opinion or what have you heard?
Because he's
It's
like, I
gone down
know
the-
that you would have heard about it.
You would have heard
It's
about
gone
it
down
as
the
some,
shithole.
as some form of insight. And verbatim, I'm like, if you have any respect for this chick, tell her to avoid it like the fucking plague.
Oh, God. That's
We
so
have
bad.
people from
Oh,
that
man.
dealership who are trying to come back, who have worked with us, went to that dealership, and now are trying to come back.
Oh, I know some people like that.
Wow. God, that was kind of low blowish.
I wasn't actually talking
He wasn't
about
talking
him.
about me.
Oh, he wasn't. Oh, okay.
But
You know who I'm
definitely
talking about.
My circle, yes.
Yeah. Actually, there's four people that I know of like that.
Has anybody heard from Daniil?
The eel.
The last I heard, she definitely worked for a Volkswagen dealership.
I just wanted to know how
She
she
still
was.
does.
There was a Volkswagen promotional material that her name was on.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She's doing
And I
well.
was like,
I was,
really
just,
miss her.
I was just curious how she was doing. She was always a nice
I
chick.
think she's a
I actually,
She still
so
is.
the last time that I saw her was at Sean's funeral, unfortunately.
She was there?
she
Yeah,
was,
Sean's.
she was.
Yeah, Sean's memorial thing.
Oh, I can't believe I
Oh.
didn't see her.
because I don't even know what she looks like. I just know of her.
Oh, yeah, she was there.
She blonde.
She's of your people.
She's a whitey.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's okay, I can say that.
So I was
So canceled.
She's
Just
a
so
used,
canceled.
She's a used Q-tip.
oh boy.
Oh my Are we ready for break yet or something?
Maybe
So when I have red hair, am I a bloody Q-tip?
Yeah. that's-
tampon.
Catch up.
Tampon.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Thank
Okay, well, I walked into
you.
that
You
one.
certainly did.
Goodbye. This is the end of the podcast. I quit.
So
Yep, you do.
I was explaining to him that they have gone through at least 3 ownership changes within a very short period of time, and they
What's a short period of time? Like months, years? I mean,
3 years.
3 years, but legitimate full-on ownership transfers.
Oh, that's
Like not, okay, here
Not
you go.
new manager
Exactly.
or new
fucking,
GM.
Fucking,
Yeah, that
we
says
are
something.
selling
They're not
this.
sticking it out for full years.
No. Like 4 months, and it's like, okay, this is your problem now.
Like
Give us
we-
whatever you can.
like
it's
we
like not a
thought-
profitable area or
Yes.
something.
Like we thought we could turn this shit around. Turns out we can't compete with the bitches on the other side of the hill.
Yes. Yes. And they recently had a mass exodus where all of their techs walked and said, fuck you.
Good for them.
So they have nobody left to the point of where they're still taking customers in. And from what the customers who are saying who came from there recently and are coming back to us now are going, well, we'll do your oil change for you, but anything else, you'll have to call us in a month or two and hopefully we'll have techs.
What, can you repeat that one more time?
No, he doesn't
No.
need to repeat that again.
Oh my God.
Yes. So we've had quite a few customers who are like that legitimately word for word. That's what they tell us. They have somebody there who will drain and fill the oil, But anything else, it's call us in a month to 2 months.
Or go over the hill.
Or go over the hill.
So that place is going under quite quickly.
They're probably going to go on to their 4th owner change, I would assume.
I am surprised the manufacturer hasn't pulled their license yet.
Honestly,
that's a real thing too.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, how do you get away with it this many times?
You can't, like, for Ford, you have to have like a certain number of certified technicians and stuff like that. You have to sell a certain number of units. I mean, there's like there's things.
Damn
Koreans.
There was a
What?
I'm kidding. I have a lot of Asian friends.
There was a Mazda dealership out that way that did really, really well for years. It was well known. You saw the license plate frames everywhere. There was fucking commercials. They went out of business. This one fucking showed up out of nowhere, and it's just been ever since.
Cool.
So, but yeah, got to talk to Travis. So, he seems to be doing good and all that stuff. So, hi, buddy.
I talked to Travis last week too.
Did he give you pens?
He gave me pens.
Pens.
He gave me pens after he was signing his paperwork for his daughter's car that I repaired for him.
Oh, nice.
And he saw that mine was low on ink before I even knew it was low on ink. And he said, hold on. And he pulls 2 out of his pocket and he gives them to me.
Let me just tell you that's the attention to detail that Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing Products pays attention to his customers.
Let me tell you something. Travis, I gave him a jingle because I had a vehicle that I needed to do a decarb service on. And I also wanted to show my technicians I wanted to start, potentially carrying this product and how to do the service. And so I was like, can you come down and do a demo? He said, absolutely. I'll be down in a couple hours. Fantastic. Showed up, performed the demo. Car's fixed. That's all it needed. And I'm probably going to move forward with carrying his product. I just need to get
Not sponsored. Oh, wait.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wait.
I just need to get one more.
Not only are we sponsored, but it is the real deal stuff. Yeah. And him and his company and his employees have great customer service. So
I have one more seal of approval I need to get.
Ooh.
Indeed.
The stump.
Indeed.
The stump.
You guys, we missed something very large and very important and forgot to say on the last episode.
Okay.
We forgot to wish a very fucking happy birthday to Mr. Dale fucking Farmer.
Oh, we did not do that on the air.
Happy fucking birthday,
Happy
Dale.
birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Dale.
Happy birthday, man.
We hope your birthday was something super spectacular.
Super.
What day?
And that
is
you
it
got
on?
laid.
Can we share that?
We hope you got laid.
Yes, we do.
Yesterday or the day before.
My phone's being used. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's on my calendar.
Yesterday or the day before. So, happy birthday, our friend.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, fellow Pisces.
Hugs and kisses.
All that jazz. I had an interesting moment this week.
Hell.
It started out that way. I had a very, very difficult customer this week. So much so that I stopped what I was doing in the middle of my day to write it all down because I couldn't remember. I knew I was going to forget the details. So this customer pulls up. It's a busy time of the day. And she parks in the middle of the fucking lot. I mean, like in front of the bay doors, in the middle of the fucking lot, and there's open parking space. Like she just stops and gets out of her car. And I happen to be on the other side of her, closer to the customer waiting area, talking to a customer. And I was walking back and I stopped at her car. I was like, hey, how you doing? How can I help you? And she goes, I want to talk to the other guy. I was like, okay, what other guy? She's like, the other guy that works here. I said, well, I work with 4 other guys, so which one are you talking about? And she turns around and turns her back to me and she starts looking into the shop from her car. And I wait about 5-10 seconds and I let her keep looking and I poke my head like to the side and look at her. I said, ma'am. And she turns and she looks at me and she's kind of glaring. I said, what other guy are you asking for? Or how can I help you? And she's like, oh, that guy over there. As she points. I was like, okay. I was like, I can go get him for you, but I need you to move your car. If you could pull into one of the open parking spaces over here. I said, we have cars coming in and out of the shop. We have customers coming in and out. I said,
like a
you're
safety thing,
parked
too.
right.
Oh, for sure.
You're parked right in the middle of the lot. I said, please grab a parking space. I'll send him over to you. And so she gets in her car and she backs over there. I go and tell him, and not so very nice words to go handle this customer, if you will. So he goes over there and I see him laughing and joking and smiling with her, and my blood's already boiling. And he gets in the car and he pulls it around to the other side of the shop and pulls it in for an oil change. I'm like, all right, fucking cool, whatever. We do the service. I ended up having to do the service personally because the other 2 techs were busy doing other shit. So.
Oh, but she wanted to see the other guy.
Oh, he was on vacation. That's right. One of my techs was on vacation. The other one was doing other stuff, or I was on a road test. And my buddy was the one who pulled it around. And so I do the service myself, and I complete the service. I pull it around to the other side. I grab the paperwork. She's in the waiting area. So I go over to the waiting area, and I squat down next to her. I said, okay, service is completed. I said, we did the oil filter change, topped off your fluids, did a quick visual inspection. Everything looks good. No comments from the technician, i.e. me. And it comes out to
business owner.
$92.45, whatever it was, right? It was 92 and some change or something like that. And she goes, that's outrageous. I said, excuse me? I said, excuse me? She said, I have never paid that much for an oil change, and I've been coming here for years. I said, well, this car takes full synthetic oil. I said, and this is what it costs. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. She's like, I have never paid that much ever. That is outrageous to pay $100 for an oil change. I said, okay. I was like, well, I did, when I pulled up your vehicle, I did see in the history that you've been here quite a few times. I'd be more than happy to go print one of the previous ROs so we can look at that. Yes, go print the other one. Okay. Not a problem. So I walk inside, and I'm getting really frustrated now, but I'm not going to show that to her. Yeah. And so I pull up the history, and the last 5 invoices, $92, $92, $92, $92, $92. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking great. So I print the last invoice, and I brought it with me back on the clipboard, and I put it side by side with the other one. I said, if you look, I said, it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact price. I said, and this is what it comes out to. She's like, oh, the $89. That's what I remember paying. I'm like, well, as you can see on this final invoice that I just printed from the computer, it actually adds the tax as well that you paid for. So it comes out to 92 and change. This is what it is. Well, I don't remember it being that much. And what's all this other stuff on the bottom? It lists all the multi-point, right? The top,
all the inspection
fluids,
stuff.
Yes, all that. I was like, oh, that's the, quick inspections and everything that we did. She's like, you guys didn't do shit.
She said
verbatim.
She said that?
Verbatim. That's what she fucking said. I said, okay. She's like, I've never paid this much. I'm not going to pay that much. She says, I'm going to have to find somewhere else to go. I said, oh, well, I'm so sorry to hear that. She's like, and did you vacuum my car? I said, no, I'm sorry. I had another customer behind me waiting. I didn't have time to vacuum it this time.
Is that part of your service?
It is part of the service.
What?
Yes.
For an oil change?
Yes. And so she's like, well, you didn't vacuum it last time either. I said, okay. I said, I will be more than happy to go vacuum your car for you. I said, just sit tight. I said, I'll be right back. So I take the clipboard with me again. I pull the car back around to the other side of the shop. I vacuum the car probably more than I should have. Vacuumed it really nice. Pulled it back around. This time I parked it, and then I walked, and she was walking over to me. And I let her know, I was like, I vacuumed the car. Vehicle's ready to go now. I said, it's $92. I said, I just need a signature from here on the bottom. And she hands me her card. She signs the paperwork. And I walk away. I go inside. I run the card. I print out her final invoice. I go back out to the car. She's already in the car with the door closed. She's in there buckled up. And she wasn't paying attention. She had her head turned the opposite direction. So I just sat there next to her car and waited for her to turn around. And she turned around. She didn't realize I was there. I said, here is your card and your paperwork. I said, just if you could sign these final copies for me. 1, 2, right there. And she was done. And so I will say that what I like to do when, because a lot of customers will get in their cars when I'm closing out paperwork and whatnot, and they'll wait for me. If they're in a lower car, I like to squat down to their level. I feel weird towering above them. It's almost kind of demeaning in my personal opinion. So I like to come down to their level, or if not a little bit lower. So I'm squatting next to her car, and she hands me back the clipboard. I said, and I stopped and I asked her, and she wasn't even looking at me at this point. I stopped and I asked her, I said, is there something that I can do for you for your next visit that will make your experience a little more pleasurable? I said, I know that today wasn't the best experience for you.
Thank you, Ali. We both have the same idea.
And I'm not even looking for any kind of recognition, and I'll explain at the end.
See, that's why you're an owner.
I included this. I said, I don't like that you had a bad experience today. I said, and I want to, have you back as a customer. And she literally was taken aback, like her head jerked back, like she was shocked. She wasn't expecting that at all.
I got to say, that's what I appreciate.
And then she starts to smirk, and she goes, you have really good customer service.
Hospitality.
I said, thank you. I said, I take great pride in my customer service. I said, at the end of the day, I said, it's all about you guys. I said, so I'm sorry.
You work for them.
I said, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. She goes, I didn't have a bad experience. She's like, I just didn't remember paying that much. I said, okay, that's understandable. I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a note in your file to make sure that we present you with the estimate before we start performing any services so that you're aware and you're not blindsided at the end when you come to pay. She said, okay, that's fine. And there was one more thing.
I love this. I love every part of this.
And then, so the last exchange was, she smiles and she goes, well, you can tell me how I can get a discount next time. And she laughs. I said, do you want to know a secret? And she stops and she looks at me. She's like, yeah. I said, I'm serious. Do you want to know a secret? She's like, yeah. I said, look on our website. And she just kind of stares at me. I said, just look on our website. You'll know what I'm talking about. She's like, okay. And she smiled and I told her to have a good day. And she drove off smiling and happy. And that was such a fucking win for me.
Good.
Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because in the middle of all that hostility and negativity, my blood was fucking boiling. I was absolutely annoyed, and I shouldn't have let it get to that point. Obviously, I was nowhere near her. I wasn't letting it show, you know. I will say, without being rude, I did give her a little bit of sass back that she was kind of surprised by.
But you were able to calm yourself down and
But it wasn't even out of malice. I just kind of gave her a little bit back what she was giving me at one point. And she kind of like accepted that. She's like, okay, this person's going to go toe to toe with me.
Typical.
More or less. But I wasn't rude. I wasn't aggressive.
Right.
I wasn't condescending. I was none of that.
Slightly matched.
I think it shows them that like it puts a mirror in front of them a little bit when you give them a little taste.
give them what they're getting.
Yeah,
Or
like kind of when someone
give
is
them what they're
yelling
getting.
at you and you're like, why are you yelling at me? Like,
Right.
we don't need to be doing this right now.
I didn't bring
And
that energy into the conversation.
That does de-escalate things sometimes.
Absolutely. And it even got to the point where, okay, so I did something really fucking petty in this
Go
experience
on.
that she's unaware of. And it's nothing
You
bad.
sprinkled some cracker crumbs in the back of her seat.
Some shit like that, if you will. Okay, so this, I will say she was a Lexus owner.
Oh, those are the worst type of
Lexus
people.
owners are fucking assholes.
Horrible.
So in a lot of the
Fancy
Lexus
Toyotas.
vehicles, not so much the brand new ones as the older models, you have a maintenance reminder on the instrument cluster, but you have a second maintenance reminder on, some of the Mazdas have that. You have the instrument cluster maintenance reminder, then you have the infotainment system also has a maintenance reminder.
I love an infotainment sister.
And did I say that? I'm so sorry. And so a lot of times, a lot of customers will turn off the reminder in the infotainment because it's fucking annoying. You just want the one on the instrument cluster, and that's all you need. So hers was off, and I turned it on and reset all of the maintenance reminders on the instrument cluster on top of resetting the one in the infotainment center.
Watch her come back and be like, thank you so much for doing that.
And that's fine because I felt bad after she left. But I was telling the landlord today about this experience, and I was like, I was so fucking proud of that moment. Like that, because there was a point when I was getting upset over it, and I was in the shop while she was waiting out in the customer area, and I thought, why am I letting this get to me? It's fucking stupid. I'm like, she's just a grain of salt in my day. I was like, and on top of all that, I have no idea what's going on in her life.
That's true.
I have no idea what's going on in her life. I have no
What's so
idea.
funny? Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I was waiting to see.
Oh, he threw something at me. I turned around and he went like this.
I had no idea. You know, she could be going through emotional things. She could be going through health things, and that. Not that it's an excuse, but it's definitely, could be contributing to her behavior.
She was having a bad day and accidentally took it out on you.
Absolutely,
but, yeah.
is entirely possible, and I don't know that. So I wanted to try and flip that around and in that moment decided to kill her with kindness, and it fucking worked.
Love that.
And it worked. So that was the juicy story I wanted to tell.
When you have the power to do that, and it's like it takes a strong person to be able to like calm themselves down like you did and greet their anxiety or their angst with kindness. Yeah, that's great, dude. Good job.
But anyways, that was my lovely week.
And to bounce off of Eric's, I have something very similar to that. And
Did you place it on the floor?
no, it just fell.
Oh.
And
Can I watch next time?
and a lot of what he said is dead on exactly, you know, of how you have to handle these. But first, also on that, where you treat a customer like that, where you can win somebody back. There are circumstances where it's like, you know, you're not going to win. And even when you do, you know, extend that olive branch, sometimes you're not going to get them, and that's okay. But the important,
sometimes maybe shit.
but the important part is you try. But the one nice thing before talking about this topic is it's nice when you have, well, I guess it'd be better to explain it in the story. We had a customer. Unfortunately, he passed away suddenly. He was a very nice guy, and he always brought it in. What?
I think I know who you're talking about.
And his car showed up one day on our lot. And
This is after he's already dead?
well, we didn't know, but yes, this was after he had passed away. And we had noticed that his car was on the lot, and his car was very specific color for that year. You don't see it very often. It had a couple of like, it had a couple of determining like features where you just knew it's there are those certain
car.
there are those certain cars, and we saw it. And me and Joe know this customer very well. Like I said, he's a nice guy. He was an author. He always brought us his books, had really cool fucking stories, just a really nice guy, extremely intelligent, had a bunch of life experience, just a nice person. And we saw his car, and it sat there for a couple of days, and we never really knew. So we never really thought of anything like that. We kind of thought, oh, maybe finally traded it up for something newer, because it was a 2012 Mazda 3, something like that. And one day his wife shows up, and Joe's not in the office. Joe was gone that day. And she walks in, and she is fucking distraught. I mean, something's fucking the matter. And she walks in, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Do you know where Joe is?" And she's holding back tears.
Did Joe leave?
Joe.
And
Sorry.
she's holding.
Now's not the time.
She's holding back tears, and she's this tiny, sweet little frail woman who's already the gentleman who passed. He was older, but not super old, but you can tell she's a little on the younger side than him. And she's having a really rough time. And she goes, "Do you know where Joe is?" And I'm like, he's not here today. I'm like, "Is there something I can, help you with?" And she
You knew
goes,
who she was?
I knew. Well, no, Joe would have known who she was. I never met her. But when she came in, she goes, "Well, I'm so-and-so's wife." And I'll go, "Oh my God, how is he?" And she loses it. And I probably should have fucking read the fucking room.
You would have never.
That's something.
Yeah,
You would have
that's
never
hard.
done that.
It's hard. Yeah.
But she goes, "Unfortunately, he suddenly passed away. It was something completely out of left field." And she goes, "I just know that he would have wanted somebody to come in and thank you for all the years that you took care of him." So it was really, really sweet. And
Do not make me cry on this podcast.
I think this is the first time we've ever really gotten emotional here. Oh my God.
So it was very, very sweet. And it's just nice knowing that you can impact somebody's life like that, even for something as simple as an oil change.
Right.
But she was like, "I just wanted to thank you," because he'd always come home and he'd always say, "Oh, it was great to see those guys, and they always take care of me," and etc. So it was a bummer, but it's unfortunate of what it was from, but it's nice knowing you can impact people like that in such a positive way. So
You guys just need, when you're so customer facing like that, you guys really need to remember those customers and just forget about the fucking assholes.
I mean, I was just about to say, it's like, you said, it was nice to impact a customer in that way. You impact customers every single time you talk with them and you encounter them. Whether or not it's good or bad is kind of up to you and the customer. But, for every 9 people that are upset that you can't fix or help,
Right.
There's that one person that just absolutely loves you. And remember those people, because more often than not, you'll usually come across those people if you're halfway decent at your job.
Right.
So why was his car at the dealer?
His wife said that she couldn't look at it anymore. She's like,
Oh, shit.
Oh, they're trading it in or something?
She sold it to the dealer.
she sold it to the dealer. She's all, and I asked her, I'm like, so I finally put 2 and 2, and I go, so you decided to, trade in the car? And she goes, I can't look at it. It was his baby, and it's like, I can't. She's like, it was one of those where they've been together for so long. It was the whole thing where it's like, I can't, now that she's part of it, I can't imagine not being with that person. And now that he's gone, she's like, anything like that direct attachment, she's like, it's too difficult for me right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And she goes, at one point, I'll be over that. But she's like, I don't know
Not now.
when.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need all the help I can to get to that point and make it less difficult.
Of course.
Yeah.
Understandable.
And I just want to say really quick, too, you know how you were saying, Mike, about how, you impact a customer, like whether it's good or bad or indifferent, like when I'm having a bad day or when, just whatever, like that goes for any person you interact with in your life. You affect people. And, maybe that one smile to some random ass person in the grocery store who's had a really shitty day, that could mean a lot to one person. The same as flipping off the guy in traffic. That could really affect someone too. Right. So it's nice to just have that reminder.
So let's talk about it like a positive thing to like help boost morale and in the shop.
Oh, in the shop.
In the shop.
Totally.
So,
attitude.
For example, I love messing with people, right? And sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's, a little malicious between the boys or whatever you want to say.
The boys.
But so like we got one of those like antique popcorn makers you see at like Disneyland in the customer lounge.
Yeah.
And so we'll send like a porter to go make it, or like even sometimes like the service manager will make it, and you got to kind of like sit there and watch it so make sure it doesn't burn, right? Okay. So if I happen to be watching somebody watch it, I stop, and they're like customers in the service lounge watching it happen because they're waiting for the popcorn. Be like, you know what? I just want to tell you, you're doing a great job right now. You are nailing this. And
That's almost condescending.
Condescending, but it brings a smile to their face.
Yeah.
They always crack up. It doesn't matter whether it was, it doesn't matter if it's my manager or a porter or anybody in between. It's just, it's
one of those
funny.
little things.
Yeah, it's one of the little things.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. A compliment is a compliment is a compliment. So
It's a compliment.
it's a compliment.
Yes.
Indeed.
Is a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Is a compliment.
This is the song.
Speaking of compliments. Oh, please don't say that.
Compliment.
See, speaking of compliments, I got a really high compliment this weekend, specifically on
How high was it?
Sunday. Super fucking high. Higher than you,
Hi,
Mikey.
man.
Too damn high.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. From one of our listeners,
Ooh.
aka my cousin.
Oh, very nice.
I sent you guys a photo
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did see that.
That was amazing.
of her water flask with all her fun stickers and this bright green one that says customer states on the bottom of it.
Hell yeah.
And excuse me, not on the bottom of the bottle, but around
Right.
the bottom.
Around
Yeah.
the bottom, near the base.
Correct. And she was telling me how much she loves listening to the podcast. That she goes out to the parking lot on her lunch and she listens to our episodes
Look at you.
Love?
backwards from the newest episode, and she goes
I
backwards.
thought, okay, I'm an idiot.
Wait till you get to number one. Everybody should go back and listen to number one after almost 3 years now.
Yeah, and
It's a great one.
and she said that
One.
she will be in her car by herself listening to the podcast, and she will be busting up. She loves hearing all our tangents, Michael. She's a huge fan of it. She's laughing by herself, and then she'll get out of her car, and her coworker's like standing next to her car, just kind of like laughing, and she's like, "Oh, was it too loud? Like, could you hear me in there?" She's like, "No, I couldn't hear anything. It was just funny." So she's an avid listener, and
Thank you.
We love that.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
And before we end this, so we can actually go through all the topics, the one with the master of the pissed off customers, and we'll also base it off of the compliment at the same time. I have been put in charge of any of failing comments. I am the one who tries to fix said problems. I'm the
Oh,
one
on like bad surveys
on bad
or
surveys
stuff. Yeah.
because you can get them turned around. That if a customer then scores it good, it wipes out the old one and it becomes the new one. As long as so
Very well versed.
so you can fix it. You have one chance. So also based on that compliment, is
Eminem.
we had a very
One
weird
shot.
we had a very weird one where a customer in short, we had a customer who overheard somebody say something which was not inappropriate but unprofessional in a sense. And then also when they were in the bathroom in the showroom, somebody walked in, wadded up some paper towels from after drying their hands and chucked it over the fucking stall. And it hit the customer while he was using the fucking restroom.
Oh shit!
So I called.
Did this?
He was in the
customer.
I don't mean to laugh, but
Yeah,
that's very
well,
funny to me.
He's all either way. I call the customer and I say, "Hey, is this so and so?" And he goes, "Yes, who is this?" And I introduce myself and I'm like, "Hey, I'm calling you to talk about this survey that we got because this is not okay on a lot of fronts."
Right.
And the
We've installed nets over the stall.
and the first thing that he says is he goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe somebody called." And I'm like, "Of course we called." I'm like, "This is not good." So I talk with the guy and I find out and I ask him to explain what happened. And I tell him things have been talked about. The, employee has been told, you got to watch it. And I told him, I'm like, look, everybody has bad days and it's not an excuse. It shouldn't have happened, but I do apologize. And then I also told him about the showroom thing. I'm like, that's messed up. I'm like, I'm real sorry. I don't know who the hell that was. He didn't know who the hell that was. And I told him, like, look, I'm like, come back in. I told him, I'm like, I'll give you a discount on a service or you can use it towards an upsell. If you like, if a filter you need or brakes or whatever, use this. I'm like, come back. It's like, let us show you everything's okay.
Yeah.
And with that going off of the compliment, he goes, it's huge nowadays where somebody will take their time out of their day to actually seem like they give a shit. Right. Whatever leads to that. He goes, you didn't have to do this. He's like, the fact that somebody read it, took the time, tried to earn my business back, even though I don't have, he puts, I know I'm small potatoes in the grand scheme of things because you have thousands of other customers, but he's like, with these small gestures, small, big, and different, he goes, it goes a long way. And literally the next day, survey swapped from a 0 to a 10.
Dude, good job.
Good job.
Good job, man.
That's awesome.
Yep. So it's
Well,
nice.
you need a lot of small potatoes to make a pot of mashed potatoes.
No, Lord,
That's
woman.
important.
You need a lot of small potatoes to make one big potato.
Guys,
No, that's not how that works.
we hit all the topics today.
I'm so proud of us.
No. Really?
Every single
Wait,
one.
We're missing a joke.
Oh, yes, we need one joke. And listener mail. We missed.
We have,
Listener mail, can't wait till the next one.
Yes.
yes, again,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Or we can do
Why
it today.
did you do shaky? Okay, you undid
I
something.
undid something because I didn't mean to do that.
Undid my pants
I ripped my pants.
because I ripped.
I shipped my drawers.
Okay.
Remember that commercial?
Did you know that doctors can use the foreskin from circumcisions to repair eyelids? They just have to make sure they cut it off exactly right, or the patient will end up cockeyed.
Oh, my God.
Stop.
I thought it was going to be something along the lines of it gets hard to see.
Well, that too. That too. Any case, that brings us to the end of our episode, where we can thank people like, again, Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying us with Justice Brothers products and all the demonstrations and pens. We appreciate you very much.
Maco Tools.
Ooh, you can use that as a jingle. We all allow it.
We all are here for it. For Sheezy, mine easy.
Talking about
Raymond.
Tacos.
cheesy
Taco Bell?
movies.
Talking taco about.
Is Ray, fuck me, Ray Moon.
Ray, fuck me, Moon.
Ray, fuck me, moon.
That's his rap
Sorry, Ray. and family.
El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore. So
Cheeto Taco Shop. That's how I read that.
don't do that.
That's exactly what you did.
Walk all over me.
All right. Thank you. You're wonderful.
CustomerEstatesPodcast@gmail.com is how you can tell us your crazy stories and send us your crazy pictures of car carnage.
And give us huge donos.
And
because,
also donations at PayPal via CustomerEstatesPodcast@gmail.com.
It's kind of important to us, guys, because we don't get anything from Spotify anymore. So,
Yeah, about that.
We need to keep this running.
We would appreciate any support.
If you love us, anything helps.
if you can,
If you
just a little
can.
more salt.
Check out CustomerEstatesPodcast.com and you can buy some of our merch there as well and check out other things about us.
Or Google us.
Or Google.
Goggle.
Goggle A.
And with that, we say,
Fuck.
I want to goggle A.
fuck you, Jacob.
I was so close.
I want to
I'm cutting it right there.
We love you.
Cut
Me
it
too.
out.
We love you.
Love you.
I like you a lot.
Love you.
Love you more.
Do you like that?
I love Jacob more today. I just want you guys to know. We
That
do a
wasn't how
thing,
you felt
and
about
I
30
miss
minutes
it.
ago.
No,
What?
no, no.
Oh,
no.
an hour
This
ago.
Is a
Do you
different
like him more than yesterday?
I love him even more today.
Bye.
Love ya.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.